Welcome to Interesting Facts about the UK, Part 1. Before diving into the main content, it is necessary to clarify that this video is about the United Kingdom, not the United Kingdom, Kingdom of England, nor England, England or England, England United Kingdom. Full name is the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, with sovereignty in the northwest of Europe, including 4 countries: England, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland. The Kingdom of England was a sovereign state that existed from 927 until its union with Scotland to form the Kingdom of Great Britain, or Great Britain in 1707. It was followed by the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland in 1801, and finally, the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. The country the sun never sets. The British Empire is recognized as the most powerful empire in human history and was also the greatest power on earth for more than a century. At the peak of its expansion, the regime governed 412 million people in 1913. 23% of the population world now, and held up to 35,500,000 square kilometers of land in 1920, accounting for 24% of the entire world land area of the world. To give you some perspective, the surface area of the moon is 38 million square kilometers, and with a complex of colonies, dominions, trusteeships, and other territories stretching from east to west, north to south, it became an empire where the sun never sets. However, keeping so many colonies like that is not necessarily good. In the early 20th century, prolonged economic and military tensions, as well as ambitions to dominate and redistribute colonies of emerging imperialist countries, most notably Germany, caused 2 world wars, wars that caused millions of people to die and severely reduced the economic, military, and human resources potential of the British. Even though it won World War I, the British gradually declined. In the early 20s, Britain gradually eyed the colonies falling into Japanese hands, or the colonies gaining their own independence. Britain's territory has shrunk to more than 240,000 square kilometers, but the British legacy cannot be overlooked. It also has many overseas territories, islands in all oceans, and part of Antarctica. Next, due to the long process of colonization, English was recognized as the most popular language in the world, alongside French, Spanish, Russian, Arabic, and Chinese. It is a language spoken by more than 1 billion people. Finally, Britain is a key member of the Commonwealth, which includes 53 countries, most of which are former British colonies. Returning to the today UK, although they no longer hold the dominant position, it cannot be denied that they are still an economic superpower in the world, with the value of domestic product ships in 2017 reaching $2,624 billion US, ranked 5th in the world. Same GDP per capita reached $39,734 USD per person per year, ranked 19th in the world. The largest landowner, if we are not too strict in terms of definition and agree with the view that the king of a country owns all of that country's land and assets. King Charles III of the United Kingdom may be the king of that country, feudal lord, to the world when he owned 1/6 of humanity's land. It is easy to understand that in addition to being the king, the head of state of the United Kingdom, he is also the king of 32 countries, swearing allegiance to the British royal family, and is the recognized head of state in 15 other countries in the Commonwealth. Unlike the US, France, and Germany, where people have complete ownership of land. But in UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and many countries, people do not actually own their land, but instead the state. According to that understanding, King Charles III theoretically currently owns the land, owns about 26.7 million square kilometers of land in the world. Strange laws. Each country has certain cultural, religious, or social differences, and because of those differences, some laws are considered normal in one country but strange in another. The UK is not an exception. Specifically, the Clean Neighbourhoods and Environments Act of 2005 makes it illegal to turn on the burglar alarm and leave your home without entrusting the house key to another person who can enter and turn off the alarm in the event of a burglary, which is illegal and will most likely land you in jail. The Vagrancy Act was enacted in 1824, prohibiting the act of asking strangers for change, to pay money for parking, or anything else. You can be sentenced to a month in prison for any act of begging or begging in the UK. In the UK, horses and horse family members must have complete documents. Any horse sale or transfer transaction cannot be carried out without these documents. British drivers have the right to urinate on the road, as long as they urinate on the back wheel vehicle, and must always place their right hand on top of the vehicle. For pregnant women, they can go to the toilet anywhere. There are a few other rules, such as not being drunk in pubs and not giving or receiving salmon in suspicious situations. Do not cause a nuclear explosion. If any stamp has an image of the king or queen, this will lead to the crime of treason. And finally, in the 16th century, the City of London issued a law prohibiting men from beating their wives after 9 o'clock in the evening to avoid disturbing other people's sleep. Just here today. Goodbye. If you find this video interesting, please like and subscribe to the channel.